Sarah from Axis. I'm going to be running a conditioning session for you right now. What we're going to do is 5 blocks of 5 exercises, mainly focusing on our arms and legs, because those of you that are gymnasts and watching this, you're going to need really strong arms when you come back to be able to pull yourself on the bars and have all that control. And for those trampolinists of you, you're going to want really strong quad and glute muscles so you can power through the bed, get a really good time of flight going for you. So before we do any of that, we're going to start with a bit of a warm-up. If I could have you just jogging on the spot for a minute. Good. Now what we're going to do, we're going to do 10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And we're going to just jog for a bit again, try and get our heart rate pumping. And now for some dynamic stretches so that we can really get all limber. So let's swing our arms in big circles backwards. And now forwards. And for those of you that can do it, let's try and go one each way. And the other way. And if we split our legs nice and wide, we're going to touch the front, middle and back, and we're going to do that 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now, just give yourself a shake out and we're going to get started. We're going to start with our arm program. We're going to mainly focus on press-ups for this one. I'll explain each exercise as we do it. We're going to only do 5 of each. For those of you that feel a bit stronger, maybe go for 10, but I'm not that strong, so we're going to start with 5 of each. And the first exercise is just going to be a normal press-up. So we're going to have our arms shoulder width apart and our elbows going out to the side for 5. So into front support. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now whilst you just take a quick rest, the next one, I'm going to want you to make a triangle with your hands. These are tricep press-ups. When you put these on the floor, we're only going to be putting our elbows down on the floor and back up again. So let's put our hands in the triangle into front support. And elbows down for 1 and push back up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right, and now for the next one, we're going to do some shoulder taps. So what I want you to do is we're going to get into front support and tap each shoulder 5 times. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next exercise is going to be Superman press up. So you do your press up, then you Superman 1 arm and leg, press up, Superman 1 arm and leg. Right, so into our front support position, ready to go, and 1. Superman, 2, Superman, 3, Superman, 4, Superman, 5, Superman. Now we have one more arm exercise before we get to take a little break. These are going to be incline press-ups. So you're going to want to have your hands and legs about 1 meter apart. So you're kind of in the pyramid position. And what you're going to do is you're going to press up, your head's going to tap the floor, and then you'll come back up again. So let's get ready to do this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. So we've done the first set of our 5 blocks of exercises. We've done our arms. We're going to take a bit of a break because my heart's racing, so I'm sure yours is too. But just to prepare yourself, we're going to be doing our legs next. And yeah, just take a breather. Make sure you have lots of water. If you don't, maybe go and get a bottle or a glass of water. Just so you can hear what we're doing roughly next, we're going to be working on our quads. We're going to be doing a lot of squat exercises, but I'll explain each one as we go, so it'll all be fine. But this time we're going to do 10 of each exercise because my legs are a bit stronger. But if you don't think you can do 10, just do 5 of each. That's absolutely fine. Right, do we feel ready to go? So the first exercise we're going to do is just our normal squat jump. So we're going to go squat down, jump up, and we're going to do 10 of them. So let's get ready to go. Legs, feet shoulder width apart. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Feel it burning right here. Let's have a quick break while I explain the next one because it's a bit of a weird position. You want to be on one leg. Let's start with our right leg on the floor, our left leg in the air, and you're going to bend down into kind of a running position and hop up again. Now I'm just going to show you that from the side. So leg in the air, bend down, bam, up. And we're going to do, it's quite difficult, so we're actually this time only going to do 8 on our right leg, then 8 on our left leg. But first I'm going to have some water. Right, let's get ready to go. So onto our right leg, leg in the air, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, you're gonna feel that burn in your heart rate up, but we've got to get ready because we need to do 8 on our left leg as well now. So, quick breath, and onto our left leg, right knee in the air, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Almost did more. We don't want that. Right, so the next one we're going to be doing is some squat pulses. That's where we're in the squat position and we just bounce like that. In a second, we're going to do 10 pulses in the squat position. Are we feeling ready yet? If not, you can always pause the video. So, legs shoulder width apart, into the squat position, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and up. Good. So we only have one leg exercise left. Again, take a quick break while I show you what we're going to be doing. Again, we'll start with the right leg. You want it out in front, and it's called the curtsy lunge. So you're going to bring your left leg behind your right leg and squat down, and then go to the other side. And because we're doing 10, it's only going to be 5 on each side, which is always really good. So if we're ready, starting on the right leg, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you're all ready to have an audience with the Queen because your leg muscles will be ready for the curtsy. We're going to take a bit of a longer break now. The next exercise, I have mixed it up a bit. I'm going to be doing some ab work with you. We're going to be doing a plank sequence, and we're going to be doing that plank sequence 5 times. Now I'll show you what we're doing whilst you take a break from different angles. So we're going to be in the plank position pretty much the whole time. So having our elbows on the floor, what we're going to do is we're going to do what I call a Spider-Man. So you're going to bring one leg up, the other leg up. Then you're going to turn onto your right side. Bam! The hips in the air, then the legs in the air, and then over to your left side. Bam! Hips in the air, legs in the air, back to the middle, and then you start again with the Spider-Man climb. But we'll wait a minute and then we're going to do 5 of them. Just have water, because hydration is very important. Whew. Right. Are we feeling ready? I think we are. So, what I want you to do is all get into the plank position with me. And when we're ready, what we're going to do is Spider-Man climb. To the right and to the left, up and 1, and Spider-Man to the right, to the left, that's 2 done, Spider-Man to the right, to the left, we're over halfway on 3, that's 4 done, and what we're going to do on the last one, Spider-Man climb, to the right, to the left, hold that core even if it burns, back to the middle, and we're done. We're over halfway through our conditioning program because we've done arms, legs, abs, and we're going to do our arms and our legs once more, but we're going to do different exercises. So whilst you take a break, there are a couple of items I'd like you to find if you have them. The first is a bag of flour or something of a similar weight, just to make our glute exercises a little bit more challenging. But if you don't think you want to use flour, you don't have to. The other item is a dining room chair. If you don't have a dining room chair or a desk chair, you can use your sofa or your bed, but it's for our tricep workout. Any surface you can find to do that on. If you're really struggling, maybe just miss out those exercises, it's fine. Right, are we ready to power on? I think we're going to start with our arm exercises again. We're going to go back to just doing 5 of each arm exercises, because in my opinion, arm work is a lot more difficult than leg work. But that may be because I'm a trampolinist. I don't use my arms quite as much as I probably should. So the first one we're going to be doing is a press up. And then what you're going to do is your elbow, you're going to lift your arm and leg off the floor, tap your elbow to your knee and back down and press up again. Lift up your other arm and leg, elbow tap, back down. We're going to do 5 of them. And we're ready to go. So into the front support position and press up, elbow tap and press up, elbow tap 2, press up, elbow tap 3, press up, elbow tap 4, press up, elbow tap 5, and we're done with the first arm exercise. Now, this is where you're going to need your chair. So I'm going to put mine nice and in the middle here. We're going to start with just regular tricep dips where we have straight legs. So if you put your hands just either side of your hips on the surface of your choice, the legs out straight in front of you, and we're going to dip down 5 times. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. And you can kind of just sit or crouch for that. And next, we're going to do 5 tricep dips again, but this time we're going to have our legs bent at a 90-degree angle because it just changes the muscle group slightly. So, hands back on the chair, legs in a seated position, and we're going to go down now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. You can now use this quick break to remove the chair from your workout space if you need to, like me, because my kitchen is not big enough. So we're going to do a press up with an ankle tap. I'm just going to show you side on what that is whilst you have a quick break. So what you're going to do, normal press up, but you're going to have your legs shoulder width apart. So when you come up from your press up, you're going to come back and tap your left arm to your right ankle, and then you're going to go down again, right hand to your left ankle. And we're going to do that 5 times. So now that you've seen what you're doing, let's go again. So into the front support position and down for 1. Push back, touch your ankle. 2. Push back and touch your ankle. 3. Push back, touch your ankle. 4. Push back, touch your ankle. 5. Push back, touch your ankle. And what we do know now is we only have 1 arm exercise left until we're completely done with arms. So what we're going to do for this one is a lady press up, but it's going to be a difficult lady press up because we're going to have our arms shoulder width apart, and when we bend in the press up, instead of kind of coming out to the side, we're going to keep them really close to our body so our elbows kind of squeeze our ribs when we go down. So you're going to have your knees on your floor, but your feet slightly raised, hands up here, arms shoulder width apart. Are we all ready to go? Let's hope so. So in 3, 2, 1, we're going down for 1 and 2 and 3, keeping our arms really close to our body. 4 and last one, 5. Whew. Really well done. You're going to feel that burn though. And what we now know is we've only got 1 block of exercises left to do before we stretch, because we don't want any sore muscles in the morning. We're going to move on to our leg exercises and glutes as well. But, you know, all for the same purpose. Now, the first one we're actually going to do, whilst you just take a break, is our lunge jumps. Now, for all of these exercises, because we're kind of starting to cool down again, we're only going to do 5, apart from on the lunge jumps, where we're going to do 6, so it's 3 on each leg, and we keep nice and even. But let's just breathe for a minute. Maybe stand up ready to go. And if you feel ready, let's join in with me. So you're going to have lunge jumps. So we're down into right leg. 1, bam, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now, this is if you're using it, you're going to need your bag of flour or Huel powder in my case, because we didn't have any flour. And we're going to do some glute stuff. So I'm going to take a sideways on angle for you so you can see what we're doing. For the next 3 exercises, you want to kind of keep that flour kind of in line with your tummy and your pelvis. So you're going to have your feet bent on the floor, back on the floor. And for this one, you're going to be pushing up like that. So let's get ready to do 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really make sure you squeeze your bottom as tight as you can when you're raising your hips towards the ceiling. Now for the next 5, what you're going to do is you're going to get your right leg, you're going to have it straight, so all the power is coming from your left leg, and we're going to push up into glute raises, as I'm going to call them. So let's get ready to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now let's raise our other leg, because we're going to do it on with our left leg straight in the air. Let's get ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, well done. We have 1 exercise left to go. You can put your flower back in the kitchen, which will please your mum. So, the next one, what we're going to do is we're going to start standing up. You're going to lie down, but we're going to have our arms across our chest, lie fully down and stand fully up. But I want you to make sure that you don't use your arms at all. And we're going to do 5 of them. So let's cross our arms across our chest and ready to go now. So lie down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Last 1 and 5. Stand up and bam. We have done all the muscle work. Obviously, take a breather. Have a glass of water because, you know, summer's coming, it's getting warmer. And let's get ready to do some stretches. We're going to start sat down on our bottoms in the pike position, because this is a very important move for gymnasts and trampolinists, because, you know, we've got our pike somersaults, our pike shapes, and also we need to use pike when we're on the bars and doing pike levers on the floor. So we need to have a really good pike stretch. So with keeping your legs straight, your knees and legs tight, squeeze so tightly that your ankles lift off the floor, and we're going to stretch forwards. And what I want you to do every time you breathe in, keep your body still, but when you breathe out, I want you to pull yourself closer, then breathe in, stay where you are, and when you breathe out, pull yourself closer, and maybe do 5 of them while we stretch. See if you can touch your nose to your knees, which I cannot do, but I am an old lady. And back up. Very good. So, we also know that we did a lot of quad work, especially in that first set of leg reps. So we're going to kind of get into a lunge position, 1 knee on the floor, 1 foot on the floor, as a sideways on angle. We're going to be like this, and I want you to grab your ankle, if you can balance, and try and pull your heel as close to your bottom as you can. If you can't feel that stretch, really push your hip towards the floor, because then you'll really start to feel that stretch. And let's hold this. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And shake that out. And we're going to go onto the other side. So we're going to have our left leg in this position, our right knee on the floor. Let's grab that ankle. Balance would help right now. And pull it towards your bottom, hip towards the floor. And hold. Now for the next stretch, depending on what you can do, you can either do the seal stretch, where you have your hips to the floor and you're pushing yourself up, really try and get your tummy towards the floor to feel that stretch. But if you can do it, You can also do your bridge, making sure that we have our legs together and our knees together and trying to push our legs straight and holding that for 5 seconds. And then both, depending on which one you did, for both of them, let's roll out 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. And finally, an area that we haven't stretched is our arms and necks. So what we're going to do is you're going to get your right arm, put it in front of your body, left arm over, and just pull and hold. You should feel the stretch down this part of your arm and shoulder. And swing those out a bit and put your left arm in front, right arm over, and pull. Good. Now, what I want you to do for the next one is you're going to put your hands behind your back and clamp them together. Just so you can see, you're holding hands with yourself. And what you're going to do in a knelt position, you're going to pull that to your right side. And then you're going to just stretch your neck a bit and then really feel that pull, putting your head to the left of your shoulder. And then you can shake out. Again, grab your hands together, pull that as far to the right side as you can, and moving your head from side to side, and then holding that there. And shake it all out. Well done for completing that. And hopefully we'll see you back in training as soon as possible. But if you keep on doing our conditioning videos, you're going to be super prepared. So let's have a fist bump. Pow! See you next time.